Nityananda, with the grace and blessings of my Guru, His Holiness Paramhamsa Sri Nityananda Swamiji, I would like to share further understandings about the influence of parental ecology in the quality of a human civilization. We spoke about vihara, entertainment. With what you entertain yourself, with what you entangle yourself, has a huge impact on your persona, the person that you are made of. Swamiji always tells us you are not a human being with a spiritual experience, you are a spiritual being, a divine being with a human experience. It is so mandatory in today's fast paced life that we are reminded time and again about our true nature. Now, this learning must happen to human beings at a very early age. If you ask me the question, how early? I would say that should be starting right inside the womb. We all know the story of Prahalada. Prahalada was the greatest devotee of Lord Narayana that ever happened. Paradoxically, he was born to the Rakshasa or the demon king who was a staunch enemy of Lord Narayana. How is this possible? If everything was about the genes that you inherit, you naturally expect that your child inherits all of your qualities. How is it possible that the greatest devotee is born to the greatest enemy of the Lord? If you look into the history, it all happened when Hiranyakashipu went away for tapas to gain more and more powers so that he can become the master of the three worlds. And it was at that time that his wife Kayathu was pregnant with Prahlada. Indra comes and attacks the demon's palace, and when he's taking Kayathu away, with the motivation that he should end the life of the baby that is growing inside the womb, naturally so, because a demon king would only give birth to another demon, was the belief. But then sage Narada intervenes and he says, let it be, this is not the right thing to be doing, and she is actually going to give birth to the greatest devotee of Lord Narayana that would ever happen. Kayathu, throughout her pregnancy period, stayed in the ashram of sage Narada, where she got exposed to the truths of life, the truth of human nature, the truth of human existence, the reason why life happens, the whole spiritual understandings of life and death. And she got to listen to so many beautiful stories of the Lord from the Bhagavatam. And all the Vedic understandings were given to the mother, and that naturally got imparted to the baby that was growing inside the womb. Prahlada was a born adept in these sacred sciences. Now, I would actually go one step further. The ecology that Kayathu provided for Prahlada happened after he was conceived in her womb. Today, modern science is also discovering that there is something above genes, epigenetics, which actually dictates the person that you are. Everything about you is not about the genes that you inherit. Harnessing the science of epigenetics is what we do in the field of conscious conception, where the parents are given the methodologies, the techniques, and the sacred science to prepare and their body and mind to entangle with the right source, satsanga. Satsanga is entanglement with the source, which imparts you the sacred knowledge, which gives you the sacred truths to empower you for life. And that is exactly what the couples who register for the conscious conception program in end pregnancy care go through. Now, when you're given the right understandings about life, these kind of understandings naturally lead you to a state of empowerment where you have the right perception, the right perception about yourself, the right perception about Ishvara, God, and the right perception about Jagat, the nature. With all of this, you will be providing the right environmental signals where you actually become the genetic engineers for your baby. It is in your capacity. By providing the right environmental signals, you can actually switch on or turn on the right genes, or you can turn off the wrong genes. It is such an empowered state. You're no longer a victim to the genes that you inherit. Now, can it get more powerful than this? I don't think so. I invite all of you to come and be a part of this beautiful journey. Do spread this knowledge of sacred conscious conception to the community that you live in, to your friends and family, so that we can all be a part of this sacred momentum of inviting high conscious, intelligent, blissful, enlightened souls onto planet Earth. Thank you all. Nityanandam.